everyone, this is Char with Ariana. Start with your weekly reading for the week starting from 31st July to 6th August 2023. I will use oracle cards as well as any messages that come to my mind currently. I will relay them to you. We will start from Aries and we will go right down to Pisces. Cross watchers are also welcome to have a look at this reading. You have the timestamp given in the description box, so in case you want to proceed directly to your reading, you can do just that. Let's start from Aries. For Aries, I have the card smudging. Possibly, you're dealing with some kind of negative energy around you, so you need to clear your space. Maybe you also need to do aura cleansing, burn sage, camphor. This week is also giving you the chance to understand why there are blockages in your life. Maybe these are past life issues that you need to heal from. I think you also desire closure, though you may be feeling emotionally low. Other than that, I also feel that work-wise you will plan and finish the task. Besides, you will seek clarifications with respect to financial matters. Many Aries will also be on the move. With this card, I'm also picking up that you also need to safeguard your health. With respect to your love life, I have this card, I have changed, I have evolved, I have transformed, and the reason is you. I think your person has had a lasting impact on you or your life, or it could be vice versa, Aries. Maybe some of you are also in some kind of separation. That is why you're feeling the loss of this person. This person isn't around you, or this person could also be away on account of work. So these are issues that you need to handle. I think you should also be wary or mindful of your words, because sometimes an angry exchange of words could also leave you distressed. It could create a rift, which could also be something which you could do without. From Aries, I will move to Taurus. For Taurus, I do have the card, a ticket to ride. I think this week you're going to make travel plans, or you're going to be on the move. Maybe you're also dealing with people far and wide. Basically, you have much to gain. Appreciation is also very likely. I think you should also cash in, because this is a material vibration that I'm picking up. But you also need to look closely while striking those deals. Maybe some people could try to take undue advantage of you, take you for a ride, yet someone does have your back. This is also the time to focus on learning. Maybe you're traveling or you want to make travel plans for higher education. Time could also be at a premium for many Taurans this week. Technical or gadget issues could also arise. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, limitations, impediments, roadblocks, outside influences. I think many of you are dealing with a person who could be much older than you. This person definitely has deep pockets, but there are certain factors that you need to maneuver. Maybe your family or your loved ones or even your friends and acquaintances aren't happy with your growing fondness for this person. Maybe they want you to put an end to it. Yours could also be a long distance relationship. Maybe you need to travel to be with this person. I think you need to overcome these obstacles if you want this relationship to blossom and prosper this week. The two of you could also help each other out with respect to work. Maybe you're going to bounce ideas of each other. This week, Taurans, I'm also picking up that a senior person is going to be kindly disposed towards you. Maybe you're also going to tell your sob story to this person, and this person is going to tilt the scales in your favor. Maybe you should also look for employment opportunities. Gemini. For Gemini, I do have this card, tune in, your soul knows. I think the need of the hour this week is to follow your inner voice rather than ignore your intuition, because these are messages from your higher self. You can also network this week. You can tap into your contacts, make gains through your friends and acquaintances. Other than that, I'm also picking up that you should be ready for unscheduled work. Maybe you should also look into technical issues, taxation issues. Be careful, because there could be a rift in a relationship, and that is something which could also make you very wistful. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, dance in the rain. I think you and your person need to relax. Maybe you should also enjoy the rainy season in whichever part of the world you're in. Or it's very likely that the rainy season is also going to evoke certain memories in you. By and large, I think Geminis, you should relax, take it easy, don't put undue pressure on yourself with respect to your relationship. This person could also be physically away from you, that is why you're also going to be gripped by nostalgia on account of the same. From Gemini, I will move to Cancer. For Cancer, I do have the card 1 for sorrow. Now, this is talking about some kind of setback, disappointment. So, this week it would be best to blow the pipe of peace, to resolve issues, and to move on. Maybe you also need to advertise your skills, you should network. Still, I'm also picking up that work related recognition is also on the cards for you. Someone could underestimate your abilities, but then you're going to come good. Positive developments is also going to be there despite these disappointments. Maybe personally you're feeling the heat, you're feeling the loss. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, you get me like no other. I think you should spend time with your person because you understand each other perfectly well. I think time just flies while you're with this person, or so hold hands, talk things over, because conversation is the bedrock of any relationship. The two of you are connected at the soul level, and this is something which is very deep and should be cherished. From Cancer, I will move to Leo. For Leo, I do have this card, step by step, slow and steady wins the race. So take it little by little, because a little goes a long way. I think you shouldn't rush. You're making progress. Leos, this week you're going to be busy and creative. You do have a way with words, so use it imaginatively. Yet I think you should also be mindful, because there could be someone who could be up to mischief. Maybe this could be a female figure at work or within your personal life. I think others expect you to cooperate, to collaborate, but then you believe that this person is a threat. She wants to pull the rug from under your feet. I think in the present circumstances, Leo, it would be best to lie low. Criticism can unnerve you. Maybe you're not going to have the upper hand right now, but eventually you will be proved right. Others also expect you to do some soul searching this week. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, monosyllables. My feelings are deeper than I can express. I think your person or even you need to be explicit when it comes to your relationship. The depth of your feelings cannot be denied. You do have profound feelings for this person, but then communication could be a factor here. Work-related romance is also a possibility for some Leos this week, so you should go with the flow. Maybe this is also a past life connection that you are dealing with. Try not to put limitations on yourself. You should follow your instinct. Maybe you think that your family or your respective backgrounds could be a factor. That is why you're going to pull away. You're a bit emotional, Leos, this week, so keep your emotions in check. From Leo, I will move to Virgo. For Virgo, I do have this card, treasure trove. Surprises are definitely on the cards. I think you're going to look into your finances. Your responsibilities are also going to increase. There could be a change in your schedule. Clients could also tap you for your services. Some distractions are definitely going to be there, yet you're going to find a way out. Other than that, Virgos, I also feel that you shouldn't be pushy while dealing with clients. Maybe you should give them the time to reach out to you. You also need to safeguard your health. At times, you also need to seek divine intervention. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, intimacy, physical. I think someone desires a more physical or intimate connection with you. But you should also be careful, because sometimes love just fizzles out once there's physical intimacy in a relationship. Virgos, this week you could also find attention coming your way from people who live in a far off place, or it could happen over social media also. It is also possible that a friend whom you don't fancy could talk of his feelings once again. Maybe he wants to be in a relationship with you, though he already has a partner, or he is already in a relationship. You don't want to be in such a situation. Besides, you don't have feelings for this person, so you're going to make it crystal clear. Besides, you think that this person is too timing, and you don't want to be with someone who's a player. Let's move from Virgo to Libra. For Libra, I do have the card Thrive. I think, like this plant, you're also going to survive despite the odds that are stacked against you. Your responsibilities will definitely increase. It's no point getting exasperated as you will make a quick progress. The question of ethics could also arise. You also need to be careful of your rivals. Despite it all, I think respite is at hand. Things will begin to fall in place. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, Time and Love Never Waited for Anyone. I think time will slip away, or you may feel restless, you may be anxious, maybe you want answers from your person, maybe you want to understand whether this relationship will go the distance. But like the card says, it will slip out of your finger. So maybe you want to give your person an ultimatum, you want to understand where you stand, you don't want to be hanging by the thread. This could also give you sleepless nights. Some of you could be pursuing your love interest, but you shouldn't come across as being someone persuasive. Other than that, Librans, I'm also picking up that maybe you're also going to spurn the advances of a person who's interested in you this week. Let's move from Libra to Scorpio. For Scorpio, I do have this card, Some doors are best left closed. Maybe you should not bother if there are disappointments. The universe always has our back. Sometimes we don't get what we desire, but then you should keep that part of your life away. You should not think about that part of your life. That part of your life is done and dusted for good. Maybe there are cobwebs once you open those doors. There could be skeletons in the cupboard as well. So people could also gossip, so you should shut the door to all of it. It is going to be a very hectic period. Maybe you're also undecided on your plan of action. You should also discuss, seek advice, be attentive and act quickly as time will slip away. Eventually you can expect relief. Other than that, I also feel that financial issues could keep many Scorpions busy. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, Clueless, Confused and Perplexed. Maybe you are in a defensive mood because you're not getting answers from this person. Maybe you feel that it is better to move on because there's no clarity with respect to the relationship. This person, he is looking at the distance, he is not facing us. Those of you who are romancing, you can enjoy good conversations with your person. Maybe you will also play games. Mentally, the two of you are going to be very alert, flirtatious, but you also need to be careful because you could say something untoward or unpalatable, and this could make your person recoil in a shell. So keep all of it in mind, Scorpions, this week. From Scorpio, I will move to Sagittarius. For Sagittarians, I do have the card Caught in a Web. Maybe you feel that there's no end in sight, or your problems are persisting, that you're not being able to break free from the situation or the cycle. Like the cherries in this card, they are in a cobweb. Likewise, you feel as though you can't get out of the sticky situation. Yet I think this week you're going to be quite purposeful and driven. You want to achieve your target at great speed despite the pressure. You should understand that something is definitely brewing. There's an energy shift, so you should protect yourself from the evil eye. You may be also socializing this week, but you also need to safeguard your health. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, Intimacy, Physical. I think the physical aspect of a relationship is very vital for this relationship to continue. In case you're already romancing, that is, I think your person or even you could desire a more physical relationship. But keep that in mind, Sagittarians, that sometimes just sex is not enough to sustain a relationship. Intimacy could also mean holding hands, just spending time with each other. This could be something on your mind. You also need to safeguard your relationship from the evil eye. So do some aura cleansing for the two of you to protect your relationship, that is. From Sagittarius, I will move to Capricorn. For Capricorn, I do have this card, Divine Spark. I think there's going to be an inspirational idea which you should pay attention to. You should also be careful because there could be distractions and interruptions at work. Maybe your schedule could also go for a toss. You have to do tasks right away. But while doing the task, I think you should cross-check. Even while making payments or purchases, you should do the same. You also need to clarify and move away from what's not ideal for you. Your emotions could overwhelm you this week. With respect to your love life, I do have the card complicated. Now, there could be other players in your relationship. Maybe it's a third party relationship. You don't want to be in a relationship which is going to leave you in knots. You want to be in a tangle free relationship. Capricorn, try not to say something untoward or unpalatable, as it could affect your relationship with your person this week. Maybe there's also physical distance which is arising on account of this complicated situation because of other people who are poking the nose or meddling in your life. A physical distance could also be there because your person could be traveling on account of work. For Aquarius, I have the card Apprentice. I think hard work is in store for you. You are going to be recognized on account of your talents. You're also going to be up and about. I think a very busy and active period this week. Use your intelligence and make gains, but then try not to overlook the details. Maybe your boss is also someone who is expecting you to do tasks right away. Even while going for official work, I think you should carry all documents with you. Money is also going to come in this week. Yet you would also see clarity with respect to how your money is being handled by someone who is looking into such affairs. With respect to your love life, I do have the card Reality is that I'm never over you. This could be true for many Aquarians. Maybe the two of you are physically apart. Maybe it's also a relationship which has not worked out, but then the bird in the sky requires a companion. Maybe you realize that there's a lot of hard work for this relationship to go the distance. The fact of the matter is that one of you or either of you is also constantly thinking about the other person. Maybe you want to be together, but then it seems a far-fetched idea this week. Commitment phobia could also be an issue for many Aquarians this week, so keep that in mind. Maybe you feel that you require financial stability to sustain this relationship. Yet singletons, I think you can expect proposals this week. The last sign of the zodiac is Pisces. You have the card Hard Work Ahead. Now these ants are tenacious creatures. They also believe in hard work and teamwork. I think your responsibilities are definitely going to increase this week. Yet you are going to make quick progress. Other than that, a question of ethics could also arise. I think Pisces, you should also be careful of your rivals. Despite it all, you can expect respite. The ball is in your court. With respect to your love life, I do have the card Silent Treatment. I think communication could be free-flowing. There could be lack of it this week, so try not to get into such situations. Maybe some of you are also going to spurn the advances and leave someone heartbroken, or it could even be vice versa. Maybe you want this person to acknowledge his feelings for you, but then he is not going to play ball. Work could also be a priority for many of you. That is why you're going to focus on work. Health concerns could also arise for Pisces, so safeguard your health this week and cover up on your sleep. I hope Pisces you liked your reading. This is Tarot with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.